God, man. These copper golems do not shut up, do they? Okay, so I got a few more trees in. I need to kind of have. Oh no! Gosh. Yeah, I need to kind of get a few more details, like around the trees. The foliage surrounding them. I think that would be good to keep that going because I had that for the first few trees I built and it looked very good. And yeah, so the rest that I did, I need to do that. And oh my gosh, they changed the spruce texture, or the stripped spruce log texture, to something lighter, and that was like half of my base. So now both the inside and outside looks kind of ridiculous. Not to mention this outdated building style where nothing is textured or anything. Yeah, I'm really not looking forward to having to basically rebuild my entire base just with my new standard of building, which isn't anything really good, but it's probably better than this, just at least in terms of the texturing. I like the structure of it a lot still, but the wall texturing, it could use some work, but that's not what we're doing today. What we are doing today, as you can see from my inventory, I have some wood, and I'm about to go into the mine and get some more materials there. We are building a greenhouse. I have the design all but complete in creative, but we're building a greenhouse to house the bees that I have. And it will look like a greenhouse because bees need flowers to pollinate. So yeah, we're going to be building that, and then we'll have a nice honeycomb farm. And if you know anything about my building style as of this day and age, as of the present day, I should say, then you know I use a lot of candles. So this farm is very necessary. Building and building, and yeah, and a little more building. Okay, and that's it. I didn't like the location. Man. This has not been a good experience, let me tell you. And you better get out of there sometime soon because I'm running low on beef. So you might be in the line of fire. Anyways, this greenhouse, I am building it when I don't even think that I like it, and I did so much tinkering with the design, specifically like the details on the glass, to try and make it look like it had some panels on the glass to kind of break it up, detail it a little bit, if you will. And I don't want to say I didn't figure it out, but it's not perfect. And my friend yesterday, he got on, and the first thing he said right as he walked up to the greenhouse that I was building, he typed in chat, "Bro's building the Krusty Krab." So that did put things into perspective. It does look like the Krusty Krab. And when I built it right over there, it felt too close. And I was walking on my college campus yesterday. It's a nice college campus. And I was walking through this part that had an arch. I don't know what you would call that when it's outside, like in a garden setting, but it had like an arch with a pathway and plants on the side, and that just sounded like the perfect thing to put here, especially when considering that the thing that I did have here, it wasn't blocking anything per se. It was just, it looked goofy. It looked too close. So I was thinking maybe if I put it over there by that tree, put a couple more trees around it to make it look like it was almost a little bit hidden, and then had a building next to it that connected to this bridge. Because in the video where I actually built this bridge, I think it was that video, I was talking about how I thought that this looked a little strange, like just kind of having this stick out, a little sharp turn like that. So for like the illusion of support and to kind of balance it out, I thought I would have some building right here. Accident. There we go. Look at that torch. Oh yeah. I thought I would have a building right here that goes up and connects with that. And I was thinking when I first got the idea of the greenhouse, I actually wanted it to be either connected to or right next to that building. So I don't even know why I put it over there in the first place. I think I just saw this and was like, oh, I can't make a flat enough terrain out of this, so I have to go down there, which I still had to work on making a flat terrain over there. It just wasn't as much, but a little terraforming here and there never hurt anybody. Um, yeah, yeah. So I tore that down. I'm going to build it over here, and I am excited. Not really. I still don't really like the greenhouse, but hopefully it'll fit with the setting of this more. Ooh, yes, this game is so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna get to it. All right, big surprise. Shift in plans again. Um, yeah, I kind of just decided I hated the entire greenhouse design. Um, just as a whole. I mean, man, like the butterfly effect that my friend calling it the Krusty Krab has caused is, you know, it's crazy. No, I'm kidding. I never really liked it from the beginning. Um, I've spent so much time. This video was supposed to come out like a week ago, or at least a few days ago, and it probably won't come out for another few days. Um, I mean, it's not like I'm on a schedule, but that's just what I was hoping. That's probably gonna be another few days, just because I came up with a bigger design, and I don't love it, but I think it's just how it's gonna have to be. It's a bigger, more detailed design. And like I said, I was struggling with this for a long time. Like this whole project, like it almost made me burned out on on Minecraft in general, because like I had this tiny little greenhouse that I was trying to build, and I just could not get it to be something that I liked. And it was a big you know, it wasn't fun. So I was in the gym yesterday. Um, or no, this wasn't yesterday. This was 2 days ago. I was in the gym and my plan was to go home and play Minecraft, but like I said, I was pretty just burned out and not really, just a little bit turned off to the idea. Um, just because that inspiration wasn't flowing really. And then I open up my phone to change the song in between sets, and I was on YouTube because I recently got YouTube Premium, so I can kind of just treat it like Spotify. Turning my phone off and listening to music. And I'm scrolling, and I see a suggested video by this YouTuber that I watched named Sinnoh, and he's actually one of the main people that inspired me to start this YouTube channel. Well, I mean I had the YouTube channel, but to start uploading Minecraft videos. And he just so happened to had just released a video where he built a greenhouse, and it was beautiful. Um, and it inspired me, and I made sure that I didn't look at the thumbnail for too long, because I knew if I kept looking, I would just have copied everything that I had processed in my mind about the build. And I've made sure since then to avoid that thumbnail and not watch the video, because I don't want to copy his build, but what I saw inspired me. He kind of just It was as if he just built a regular gothic building and just had the frame be copper and then the rest of it be glass. And that put things into perspective. Like, I built this base up here, so I know how to build a regular building, so I need to stop thinking of it like it's anything else when I'm actually designing it. So yeah, I got home, I got into creative, and I I I decided to do regular copper instead of exposed copper. Um, or aged copper, whatever you would like to call it. And yeah, I kind of came up with a little bit of like a gradient. Like on the darker spots, it's mangrove, and then it goes to acacia, and then to copper, up top. And I just kind of messed around and made a design. I didn't really look at inspiration pictures. I just kind of winged it. And I came up with something that I like a little bit better than the greenhouse over there. Um, and I don't know if I showed the finished result of this. I kept changing the details up. And, I spent time building it, and it's not like it's not it's not horrible. So I don't really want to tear it down, especially because like in the grand scheme of things, like it's kind of just tucked back there. It's not like a distracting thing. It doesn't take away from anything. So I don't really see a reason to take it to demolish it. So I think I'm just gonna repurpose it. What I will repurpose it to, I don't know yet because I don't have any purposes to be fulfilled. So we'll see. But I am worried about this because the blocks I've been using, dark oak, deep slate, little bit of calcite, you know, very dark, not very saturated colors, and now I'm doing I'm doing copper, mangrove, and acacia. So pretty interesting. And I think maybe it's helped that I've been forced to move it all the way over there just because it's the only place that has like a big enough flat space where I can actually build this thing. And I mean, I still had to tear down like an entire hill for this. That just goes to show how like hilly this area is that I've decided to put my base at. I think that it being like further away from everything helps. Like I think if that contrast in colors and just like style of block was right like amongst it, I should say, it might look a little bit ridiculous, and it might still look ridiculous, and maybe I'm just wrong about all that, but it's a little bit worrisome and risky to be doing this. Um, but I think it'll look fine, especially when I kind of extend the terrain decoration over here and probably put a couple trees. Um, yeah, it'll be fine. So we'll continue to build this. Um, yeah, I'm glad I have all the glass, all the sand that I just got, because I'm gonna be needing a lot of glass. So, yeah, I'm gonna get working. And this took a lot longer than expected, man. But as far as the exterior goes, pretty much done. And I like it better than I thought I would because like I said, I completely redesigned it, but it still kind of felt weird to me. Um, but I like it, man. I kind of like it, and I could see the vision now. Like I'm gonna edit the foliage, like continue what I got going on here. Trees and coarse dirt and paths and moss carpets and bushes and foliage and all that over there. And I think it'll kind of make it look pretty good. The only thing, just like I was saying before, like what I thought was gonna happen, um, it is a little, I don't know if I would say out of place, but yeah, I would say out of place. Um, so we're gonna have to figure that out. I think it's possible for this to work somehow. I don't know, like I need to do more thinking of how I can have these two be in the same space and not, you know, contrast too much. Because contrast is a good thing a lot of the time, but like, yeah, this is weird. Definitely. Um, yeah, not great. So we'll take what we can get. Um, but yeah, if you just look at this by itself and picture trees and picture foliage around it and paths, especially from this angle, I think it looks great from this angle. Um, I do need to still get the candles on top of all these fences and bars and all that. And that's why I made this. It's a bee farm. And there's a lot of space in here. So I can probably have a little more going on in there. But yeah. Um yeah, I'm gonna do the actual bee farm part. Decorate the inside and have some stuff going on in there, some colors. And I think that that will make it nice in terms of looks. And also, oh, I forgot, I would have like a trim around the edge on the floor with acacia and trapdoors. Maybe I'll just do without that. I'll probably go and see how it looks. It's what I did in creative. But I don't really have to do it. Like I think it looks fine just like this. But yeah, we'll see how that looks. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna actually transform it into the bee farm. Right now I kind of have my beehives just back there, and I only had a few bees, and then I think a couple of them got blown up by a creeper. So not the greatest situation. I need to wax all this copper. Most of this is not wax and it's aging before my eyes. Um, so that needs to get fixed. Uh-oh, Phantom. I heard that. And I need candles to put on top of this. Have that little bit of, more detail, the peaks to go with the gothic style. Um, yeah, guys. Yeah. Oh my God. That is terrifying. Is he coming towards me? No, he doesn't see me. He doesn't see me. Um, yeah, man. Got some more terrain work to do, which oh my God. One creeper? Two over there, I think. Three. Oh, I'm trying to count. Dude, give me time to count. Oh my God. So, pickaxe will have to do. No. Oh my God. Ah. Okay. Okay. I need to get to work. Okie dokie. Got the inside. I was about to say done. Um, but this does not look very done to me. I don't want to say done until the rest of this is filled in. The main part, the main reason why I made this is indeed done. Oh, don't get stuck now, buddy. They keep doing this. I don't know why. I don't know why they're trying to get up there. Everything they need is in that one room. So, yeah, a lot going on in here. But voila, here it is. It's a little messy, a little cramped. Yeah, I try to keep it detailed. I should probably have some more pink petals on the ground. Or leaf ground things, whatever they're called. But yeah, I think I'm somewhat happy with this. So, how I have it working, it's just a simple bee farm. Behind this shelf is an observer. It observes this, and then when it's activated, it just activates a dispenser with shears. It took a lot of iron because I filled all of the dispensers up full of shears. Yeah, I like this. I like the candles, the red candles. I like the mangrove and the deep slate tile. I like the way it works together. It was a little bit tricky having to figure out how to make this little fountain, if you could even call it that, on a small scale. These copper golems, that took some time to get. Aging copper so that I could get the blocks and then blah 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 blah. What are you doing, man? Yeah, get back in there. Wow. Come on. I think it looks kind of pretty, and I have firefly bushes under most of these moss carpets so that you can't see them, but you get that particle effect. You also have the particle effect of the bees dropping the whatever, I don't know what it's called, and then you got slight particle effects from these end rods. I can't even see them right now, but yeah, it's nice and cute and cozy in here, you know? And man, let me tell you, as you can see, there are a lot of bees. a lot. When they're all out and like for example, if I were to do this right now, this, it's literally a game, and these are the cutest little insects I've ever seen. Dude, this feels weird. Like if you don't like bugs, then you're watching this video right now, I'm very sorry. Yeah, go back to work. Thank you. But yeah, because there's a lot of bees, look at this. Ignore the pumpkin seeds. Not a part of this, okay? But look at this honeycomb, man. Think of all the candles I can make. All the builds I can put them on. No, no. Hey, little guy. By the way, 2 creepers have blown up inside of this room. Think about that. You see all these blocks? The carpet, the wool, this, that, blah, 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 these, that, the bees, this, the candles. Think about this right here. The creeper blew up right here twice. Not good. Very messy. And on top of that, you might notice I have diamond tools. I lost everything. Okay? But that's alright. I persevered and I finished it. And ignore the fact that I don't have any food right now, so I can't sprint. But for example, I never fully finished the fence around these cows right here, because I got candles on top of the fence. The fence is over there, but not over here. One of many examples. Why am I lagging? But hey guys, wow, what a journey this has been. This has been weeks in the making. A combination of me changing my ideas, pivoting, and combined with laziness, maybe? Dare I say? Combined with something else. I had a third one, but I forgot what it was. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Guys, I really hope you enjoy this thing that I have built, and let me know what tips you might have to improve it. Maybe make it match better with the surrounding area or builds. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.